So I've just sold something for £450. What was it? Was it a rare boxed and sealed retro piece of gaming? A nice fancy watch? Gold? Jewellery? No, it was a soft toy. B-Store's gone. I'll do this quick little video to show why he's worth so much, how I got him, what I'd done, story behind the series and why he's worth so much and maybe not others. Run the intro. Let's get him down. Alright, so here he is. This fella has just got me 450 quid plus shipping to America, which is absolutely insane for a soft plush toy. I did share when I picked him up originally how much he could potentially get, and I didn't really believe it myself, but yeah, he's gone. I've set a new record for this toy and I thought I'll go into a bit more depth behind him. So it's part of the My Pet Monster series. It was first created as a plush doll by the American company American Greetings in 1986. The most common character is called Monster. He has horns, blue fur and fanged smile, wearing a Breakaway orange plastic handcuffs.
My Pet Monster.
He's bigger than big.
When he fights battles, he always wins.
And he's your friend too.
He breaks his chains.
Put him on you and Breakaway too.
With My Pet Monster, you're busting loose.
He's big.
And scary.
And helps people too.
And he's your friend, too.
My Pet Monster plays all day.
Tough.
Awesome.
Looking great.
And all your friends will want him for their friends too.
My Pet Monster has breakaway chains from Toy and American Greetings Company.
Basically, in the mid-80s, there was no one offering sort of soft plush toys to boys, really. And this was sort of one of the first ones aimed at that market. It was just the one sort of monster, which you can see quite often. He's still worth a decent amount, sort of 50 to 80 if you've got the handcuffs. He's slightly bigger, and original ones come with these plastic Breakaway handcuffs. I won't do it myself, but children would wear these, and there is a Breakaway part onto this, so it looks like the children can snap their chains like a monster, basically. As you may be able to guess, these go missing a lot. Even these on their own are worth a decent amount, even sort of half of one. There you go, they break away, so sometimes you just find one half, which can still be worth money. So obviously, if someone has got the other half, put them together. Yeah, so there you go. It's made by Toy, and it is branded as well, My Pet Monster. So it's easy to sort of see what it is really. So getting back onto My Pet Monster, the My Pet Monster franchise also had an animated series that ran for only one season on ABC back in the 80s, which consisted of the main character Monster and many other characters. The guy that I'm holding right here is called B-Store, and I've looked up his character, and he's actually one of the main bad guys of the series in the animated series. B-Store is described as being a giant monster in the series who pursues Monster with the intention of taking him back to the Monster Land. So in the series he also wore sunglasses, so apparently his weakness is light and also cuddles apparently, but that's the animated series, so that's where he's come from. So he's one of the main characters, but for some reason not many of these were actually ever made. The main character, Monster, was produced in thousands or however many. This was obviously a second wave or third wave of toys back then. The things you may notice about this toy, if you sort of find one, like the original one, the hands do tend to crack. This one's in minty fresh condition. It can have holes, and yeah, this can be missing. So there is flaws, but even in that condition, they do still fetch a pretty penny. So now we know who he is, what I've sold him for, etc. How did I get him? And how did I get that price? Originally, came from nowhere. Dropped the girls off at school, just popped to a local charity shop, and I saw him just sitting there without his handcuffs. Just sitting at the top of the Plush Toys basket that you normally get in charity shops. And picked him up straight away, so I recognised him from the Pet Monster series. I thought it was just like the original guy, but with slightly different paintwork. So I was thinking nice pound into sort of £30–40 without the handcuffs. So without thinking, just bought it. It wasn't until the next week after I'd pictured him and everything, I went to list him on eBay, that I worked out who he actually was. I was struggling to find any matching ones, but I found one that had sold for £300 on bids as well. Wasn't sure if it was a true one, being an auction, so obviously you can get auctions that go crazy and people don't pay. So I did actually message the seller to see if it was a genuine bid, and it was. They said 2 guys in Hong Kong were fighting for it. That's how she got it, and it was in worse condition, and also didn't have the handcuffs either. Also using Terapeak, I could go back on a year's worth of sales, and I could see this was continually fetching really high demand prices, anywhere from 120 and again up to 300. So I was buzzing. So my first intention was just to list him for sort of 300 and then take that really. But as he's such a rare, cool item and he's in such good condition, I just really wanted to complete him to finish the look. So went onto eBay. I'll try and put this on the screen. I went onto eBay and I found the cheapest My Pet Monster with the handcuffs included. Didn't matter really what the character was, as every toy from the 80s did have these plastic handcuffs. Later ones did start to introduce more child-friendly, sort of soft plush handcuffs, but as long as it was the plastic ones, it would match the ones that B-Store would have originally. So I bought this guy Yaplet for £35 with delivery, and as soon as he was delivered, whipped them handcuffs off and put them on B-Store. So my pound investment has now gone up to £36, including getting these to go with him. But I now have a excellent sort of near mint condition, complete, rare toy ready to go up on eBay. So now I've completed B-Store. I had Yaplet on his own, so I sold him on his own for £24.99 plus post. So that's a big chunk of my investment back already. When it came to listing him, there was no competition worldwide. I checked every website I could, online, forums, eBay history, etc. Even Amazon, just in case. Since I listed him, which was sort of 2 or 3 months, I had no competition. So I aimed for £499.99, £500, no offers, plus postage, because postage isn't free. Instant watches, instant offers coming in, messages. Will I take £250? Will I take £280? Someone offered me £300 after only a few days, and that was very tempting. If he was getting £300 offers that quickly, then I know there's a demand for him at a high price like this. Because the next week I got a £350 offer on eBay, and I actually accepted it. So he was sold for £350 plus post, and they mistakenly didn't pay, which was a silly move by them. Opened a unpaid item case and he was back on the market. Again, £499.99, but I did put best offers on this time before I had sent a private offer. I also had auto decline on, so anything under £301 I wouldn't even see. And I did go on the history and I was getting constant offers at sort of £2 to £250, £280 again. But that was it, 2 months, and it just gone dead quiet. So at my £500, I was thinking to start reducing it, but on my whole store it was getting a bit quiet, so I put a 10% sale on. So my 500 is now up £450, still with best offers on, and he went. He's now off to America. Obviously they paid straight away because they didn't make an offer, just paid it. They want it basically, they don't want to miss out. So that came through a couple of days ago. I haven't shipped him off yet because I've been sort of researching the best sort of delivery method to send him in, because insuring him with normal couriers would cost an arm and a leg. But he's going to go Royal Mail, special delivery, guaranteed next day by 12 or 1 PM I think it is. Up to £500 insurance, so he's insured. I've done it through eBay as well, so they cover the sale. You rent special delivery through Royal Mail at a post office. I believe, I'm not sure, but I believe they only cover the cost of the item, not what you sold it for. So doing a Royal Mail label through shuttle on eBay, his value should be covered, and he's going to get there tomorrow at the GSP centre. So the more of this story is check them plush baskets or boxes, whatever they are. I'm always finding plush toys. There's my replacement now. He's a Street Sharks plush, owes me I think it was £4 or £5. He's on eBay, I believe, for sort of 75, 80. Not just crazy money. You can get plush toys, 50p, £1, £2, and they're worth sort of £20 plus. Even some comforters go for silly money. Children lose their life toy. The parent needs a replacement. They pay good money. But you just never know. Just have a quick scramble through. If anything looks cool like this, just have a quick look up. And there normally is a collector's market for it. He's now on his way. Put him in his box. They're a really cool item, probably my favourite sale I've ever made. Not my biggest profit ever, but this is probably my favourite sale just because of how rare, how unusual it was. It caught me off guard. I was able to complete him. Yeah, and now he's off to America. I'll wrap this one up here now. Let me know in the comments any sort of surprise finds you might have found recently. Something that might have took you off guard, like you bought it and didn't even research it till it was time to list, and then you found out how much it was actually worth. Because moments like this is why I get up so early on Sunday mornings and go hunting for really cool stock basically every day, just for little gems like that. Thank you for your continued support. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. I upload sort of 1 or 2 videos a week if I can, sort of like to mix it up a bit with different videos. I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.
Breakaway too.